All right. Hello, folks watching this video. I think I've got 3 girls watching this, and we are doing the chapter review, and we're filling this in. And you want to do this because you can use this on your test. Did you have a question, Hallie?
Yeah,
What's up?
what?
Yes. Yeah, just make a pile over there, and I'll get it. Okay. All right, so first thing at the top, we have statistical significance and practical significance. Something is statistically significant if the chances of it occurring randomly is less than 5%, which means like it has a less than 5% chance of it occurring if we didn't give them this pill or whatever, right? Like if I give them the pill, this happened, that split of like girls and boys has less than 5% chance of happening had I not given them the pill, right? Which is very rare, okay? Statistical significance, I think of like, is it statistically rare is what you're thinking about. Is it rare to have happen, okay? Practical significance is, does it make sense? Does it make sense? So, for example, I have a pill that gives a 480 and 520 boy-girl split. And the chances of this happening without the pill, 2%. It's probably way less than that. The chance of that split itself happening is less than, is a 2% chance of it just naturally occurring if the pill wasn't already administered, right? Because a 480 and 520 split is actually a decent size split, you know, whatever, right? Is this statistically significant?
He was interested.
Hey, is it statistically significant?
Yes.
Yes. Statistically significant. Is it practically significant? Is this thing practically significant?
No.
If I look at the numbers as a whole, numbers as a whole, it is 480 over 1,000, which is 48%, and 520 over 1,000, which is 52%, and is 52% and 48% like holy Moses, we need to take this pill now?
No.
No, not practically significant. Does that make sense? Okay, looking at the numbers as a whole, that doesn't really give us a very big percentage split. So, not going to be really, really beneficial to me. Okay? All right, let's talk parameter and statistic. What's the difference between these two guys? Parameter, statistic. Parameter is a calculation. Calculation for the population. Statistic is a calculation for the sample. Okay, so whether it's based on a sample or whether it's based on a population, parameter, statistic, not too bad. Okay, next two categories are, is it categorical, is it quantitative? Categorical is what?
Categories in order.
Categories, not necessarily in order.
Yes, sir.
Nominal.
Categories / labels. Examples. Give me some examples of categories.
Color,
What?
food, drink,
Any
hair.
sort of color. Hair color, eye color,
Puke.
favorite color. Don't even go there. Okay, what's the next one? Categories. Give me some more categories.
Shoe size.
Shoe size would be kind of a category.
Size.
Shoe
That word came out a little
size. What else?
I don't like what shoe size is. Size of anything.
Shoe size.
Size of the ears. Size of your nose.
Well, the size of your ears, though, would probably
Length
be like,
of your pinky toe.
No, that's one.
that's quantitative.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's a number.
No.
We could find the average length of people's
What
pinky
about
toes. So not gonna
NFL
work.
teams.
Yeah, rank of NFL teams. Rank of teams. Okay, we'll leave it at that, right? Should we finish categorical, nominal, ordinal? From there, so there's like a split down the middle. I don't know if you guys can see this, but they don't cross that line, right? If it is categorical, it cannot be interval ratio. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Categorical can only be a nominal ordinal. If it's categorical, it's not discrete or continuous. If it's categorical, it only has another two categories underneath of that. Okay, nominal ordinal. Nominal means name with no order. Okay? A name with no order, like what? Color of anything. There's no like one preferred color. Political affiliation. I'm gonna say political party. Even though some are better than others, they don't necessarily have a rank, right? Gender.
Which one's better than the other one?
They do too.
Even though one is better than the other,
Which
but
one
they
is-
don't necessarily say that.
Which one's in the White House right now?
I don't know. Okay, nominal. What about shoe size? Is that nominal? No, that has a rank. What about ranks of teams? No, that has a rank. So those would go down here in the order category. So shoe size has an order. NFL team ranks. Rank of teams. Those have an order. Okay. Now, maybe I should put a warning. Warning. Categorical can be numbers. Okay, they're not always just labels that are not numbers, because NFL team ranks or whatever, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., right? Okay, but those are more labels. They're labeling that team as number 4. They're labeling that team as number 2, right? Okay, it's not a quantitative. Class period would also be in that category, and they class period. Okay, and those would go down there with order. Okay, that's all categorical. Good, good. Categorical. Have we exhausted that list? Should we go over to the other side?
I think so.
Quantitative? What's quantitative?
Numbers you can calculate.
Numbers you can do calculations with. So numbers to do I'm gonna say computations with, because I don't like you saying calc. Numbers to do computations with. Examples.
Yeah.
Test scores.
What?
Did you know that calc is short for calculator?
I can't
What else?
Speak louder.
Did you know that calc is short for calculator?
Height.
Oh, yeah.
Weight. Temp.
Hey, we don't ask that question.
Number of anything. Number of students in this class. Number of marbles in a jar. Number of hairs on your big toe. All of those. Any other things that are quantitative? Do you want a distance? What else? Anything else that you want to necessarily put down?
That's good.
That's good. Pulse rate.
Don't stop.
Whatever. We could keep going forever and ever.
No,
Okay?
start right on.
All right. From there, all of those can be classified as either discrete or continuous, right? Like it's one or the other. Okay? What's discrete mean?
Countable.
Countable. Did you know that already, or are you looking in your notes? Okay. Discrete is countable or whole values, right? So example, number of anything, right? You can't like have a decimal. Like the number of marbles in a jar, the number of people in a room,
Hairs
the
on
number
your
of
big
hairs
toe,
in your big
Chase.
toe, those are all countable, those are all discrete, right? Test scores, discrete or countable? I'm gonna say continuous, because you could have point something, 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 right? If you got 4 out of 7, right? That's gonna decimal. That's gonna go on forever, right? Whatever. Okay. What about height? Which one? Oh,
Could be continuous.
that's continuous. I'll start making these in the list. Scores. Height goes here. Where does weight go? Continuous. Where does temp go? Continuous. We already put the number of anything there. What about distance? Continuous. Ooh.
Yeah, that's way too much to write.
What about pulse?
Continuous.
Continuous.
Pulse is continuous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can have like 65.13842968
Beats in a minute. Okay, technically you could do like a half of a beat in a minute, right? Okay, I'm not gonna put pulse in either one because that's a little bit controversial. All right,
Yeah, what if you do 11/7 beats per minute?
Jake?
sure, right, whatever. Okay, continuous. What label do we put for continuous?
If you can hit it from your brain.
Decimals that can continue. Number of stars in the sky is discrete, even though it's a continuous sky, right? Number of sand on a beach, number of hairs on your head, that is a discrete, finite, countable number. Heaven forbid we ever have to do that. What? Pi is, that's not even a thing.
Yeah.
That's not something that we're gathering. Sure. Okay. Now, from there,
Shut up.
we have to decide whether it's interval or ratio. Should I just draw the picture? Which one goes left and right? Interval. Ratio goes like this. Does that make sense if I just do that? Okay. The ratio, you can do the twice test. So does it make sense to say something is twice as tall?
Yes.
Or twice as far?
Yes.
Or twice as hot?
Yes.
No.
Why?
Because temperature goes left and right. So temperature goes over here in the left and right. I'm going to say years over here, right? Because if we're talking about like BC versus AD, it does go left and right. But if we're talking about time, like the time it takes to do something, that can only be 0 and beyond. Do you see the difference? So even though years and time seem like they would be the same thing, they are not, right? Years, like calendar years, versus the time it takes to do something, okay? Those are different, all right? We have distance, we have height, we have weight, we have, let's see, test scores. Where do they go?
We can't have a
Ratio.
negative.
Ratio, because you can't have negative. I'll say scores. What about the number of anything? Like the number of students in a room, number of marbles, number of anything.
You wanna fight?
Okay, good?
Oh.
All right? Good, good? Okay, what time do we get out of here? Oh, it's a normal Friday. What's normal Friday look like? 26. All right, we'll get done with this. Okay? Experiment versus observational study. These two, this is an either or. Experiment versus observational study. What's an experiment?
You administer.
Two groups. You administer a
Yes.
treatment or something to one group.
Administer and control. That's all you have to put.
I'll put treatment control.
There you go. That's even better.
Placebo versus treatment. Now, the treatment may not necessarily be mean giving you like a pill or something. It might be making you run a mile, right? That would be your treatment, right? Okay, so doing something to one group. You are actually doing something to one group. Observational study. Gathering data. Observing behavior. Now, it may be that I am taking your blood pressure, but did I actually do something to you?
Nope.
No, unless I made you run a mile before I take your blood pressure. That's not an experiment, that's just an observation, right? If I make you come up here and stand on the scale, yes, I'm making you do something, but I didn't alter your results at all, right? Maybe I should put that over here. You are trying to alter results. If I am taking your blood pressure or I am taking your weight or whatever, I'm making you stand on a scale, yes, I'm making you do something, but I'm not doing anything to alter your results. So that's not an experiment, that's more of an observational study. Does that help? Okay? All right, simple, random, sample. This is the best method. Best method. Okay? Randomly choosing, let's say, sample chosen completely at random. Completely at random. Okay? Completely at random. Like your names are put in a hat. Your names are put onto a random number generator, and I like spin the wheel or whatever. Okay? Anything like that. So examples, I'll put them over here. Examples. Numbers in a hat. I don't know.
Wheel.
Number generator. Wheel spun. I don't know.
Wheel.
Wheel. Okay? Anything else in that category? Nope. That's the best method. Okay? Least amount of bias. Least potential for bias. Now we still could end up with bias, but that's okay. Least potential for bias. All right? Systematic.
Yep.
What is that?
System.
Every
A system.
nth number.
Every nth. What do we want to say? Every nth number, every nth element is chosen. There you go. That was the word I was looking for. Every nth element is chosen to gather data from. Okay? All right. So, example. Every seventh light bulb tested on assembly line. Starting with the second bulb. So it'd be like the 2nd, and then the 9th, and then the 16th, and then the 23rd, and I've already lost track, the 30th, right? Okay? Good, good? So we have to randomly select those two numbers. We first randomly select where we're going to start. We're going to start on the second one. We're going to start on the 12th one. We're going to start on the 31st one. And then we're going to go every how many after that, right? Okay? So those two things are signed, whatever. Still not a bad method. I would use that if I was doing an assembly line. Because maybe you'd test like one from each batch, right? Okay? But maybe not as good as a random sample. Because maybe you just have one really bad batch. I don't know. Okay? Convenient sample. Also called a volunteer sample. Data easy to collect. Or already collected. Right? Like it's easy for me to go down to April's office and just say, hey, give me the weights of the football players. Or I could just go to your roster, right? But also,
Very nice.
that might give me the weights of you guys. But if I'm using that to represent the weights of all of the student body, okay, you guys are all boys, which makes you probably heavier. And also, what happens to those rosters? Are they 100% accurate
They're
all the
pretty
time?
close.
I don't think
No,
so.
they are.
I think
They
you
are.
guys round up like 10
No,
pounds
not
every
10.
time. Yeah, they do.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No,
This
we
is same thing with the heights of the basketball team. You guys round up like 2 inches. That's the way it works.
2
Yeah,
inches.
I believe
That's a
it.
lot.
Oh yeah,
I got
2
rounded
inches is a
up.
lot.
yeah,
I got rounded up an inch and a half.
yeah.
You hear that?
See?
Rounded up 2 inches for football. He goes, "Which height?"
You hear that?
I go, 6'5". He goes, "Okay."
6, 7.
See? It's not accurate. All
Our
right.
weight was
So
pretty
that, but
accurate,
that's
Yeah,
a
we got
volunteer
on a-
sample. That's
We
convenient.
got on a scale and he rounded to the
Nearest
whole number,
fifth.
or
Nearest
not
fifth.
nearest fifth.
So it was pretty accurate. Actually, I was supposed to witness it. Wow,
Why do you have to weigh yourself?
because I want to,
Oh.
homie.
Oh, okay. All right. So phone calls, like randomly calling people and saying, "What is your opinion on blah blah blah," or gathering information that way, because people are going to go click. That's a volunteer sample. What else?
Mail
Emails.
Questionnaires. Any sort of
Surveys.
questionnaire. Gathering data from. I'm just going to say gathering data from school office. Okay, that's not a volunteer sample, but that is a convenient sample, right? Okay. Good, good.
What?
Huh?
Happy with that? Not a good.
Yeah.
Not good
What the good.
option. Okay, and we've talked before about how a convenience sample is very, very not good option. It will give you the most bias. Most bias. Not good. Most bias. Holy Moses. Okay, 2 left. Stratified versus cluster. I'm gonna go over here. And I'm gonna do my bubbles again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And who should we pick on?
Jeez.
I was gonna do schools.
Yes.
Or you wanna do school, or you wanna do states. We could do states. We could do Nebraska and all the other ones. Let's just do Blue Hill, Lawrence Nelson, give me a more.
Kennesaw,
Kennesaw,
Silver Lake.
Silver Lake, Red Cloud. There you go. That's those guys. Okay? All right. In a stratified, we choose what? What's the difference between the two?
From every state.
Um,
In stratified.
specific number from each, and these are called strata. We pick a specific number from each strata. So maybe we decide we're going to choose 20 or 50, right? Let's choose 50 from each group.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's like
But you got to think in cluster sampling, right? You're choosing
all,
like the whole group, right? Which is probably like
but you're not.
200 from each, right? But you're only choosing 2. Okay, so in cluster, choosing only a few clusters, but sampling all. So I'm going to choose all here in Blue Hill. I'm going to choose all of Kennesaw, and I'm going to choose all of Silver Lake. And none here and none here.
Aren't they supposed to be called strata?
No, they're clusters. Because it's cluster sampling. Did you get it? Okay, okay. Are they doing it though now? Okay, perfect. I like it. Okay, what's the problem with this method right here? Where we take 50 from each.
Well, we don't care about breakdown.
No, where we take 50 from each though.
Well, we don't get the whole student body.
But you might get like bits and pieces from each one. What?
We don't get the whole, like, population.
You're getting a little bit from everybody.
Are you? Are you getting football players? Are you?
Yeah,
getting
we're randomly picking those 50 people that are in there.
Yeah.
What's the problem with that? What if this is OPS? What if that's
Well, it's not
OPS?
OPS. So it wasn't
What if it
OPS.
is? Yeah. Populations
This is a whole different thing right now.
may not be represented proportionately. That was a big word. Populations may not be represented proportionally. So Omaha Public Schools should get more votes than Blue Hill. Sorry, Blue Hill. But OPS should get more. What's the problem with this one? With the bottom one?
You're ignoring the whole group.
Ignoring whole groups. Bad. Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what class he's in right now?
Who? I can look it up. Okay?
Well done anyway.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. Tuesday. You guys have this review Tuesday. I'll give you a couple minutes to work on this guy. And then we will go over together in class. And then we will test on Wednesday.
26. Can I go talk
Goodbye.
to my mom?